11 tips of using a bubble. Now, what is a bubble? A bubble is like a contained environment that looks like a bubble, but you keep your daydreams in there. You keep your daydreams in there. Why? Well, because it's fun and it has like not walls, but it has that containment, so you can always go back to it. You know where it lives. Once you have your bubble and you know how to contain all your stuff in there, then comes the fun. Because, all right, you can set it up. You can put your scenarios in this bubble. Like, you know when you were a kid and you always wanted a certain toy and you never ever got the toy. All your friends had the toy, all your cousins had the toy, you didn't have the toy. Now, if you were to rehearse or like to stage you playing with that toy as a kid, like it really kind of like soothes your heart, because it just kind of puts that piece of puzzle in there that you never ever thought you'd have, and then you feel fulfilled. So that's what the bubbles are for. I mean, it can go on forever and ever and ever, but that's the basics. Child and inner child. This is number 2. Like I've already kind of brushed on this, like tweaking in childhood, because when we were like 0 to 7, that's when our beliefs were created. So when you go back into inner child and tweak it a little bit, like good things happen. Okay, so if you felt like you needed a hug, if you felt like you wanted to go with your family and they left you behind, like you can retweet that. You can be with them on that day. You can have fun with them at the beach or whatever that was. Okay, you can, the times that you felt left behind, you can tweak it. So I know it sounds, because you technically have 2 timelines when you do that. You have the reality one and the bubble one, but the bubble one is for you to be soothed, like the bits of you that don't feel quite whole or don't feel quite accepted, don't feel quite like they belong. This is why we do this rehearsal. Like athletes use a kind of bubble because they rehearse and they win like that, just like that. Okay, so this is what we do. Like if you have a goal and you want to win, we practice in the bubble. We practice the conversations. We practice like what it smells, tastes, touches like to win, to have, hold and treasure or not that, however it looks to you. So that's number 3. Number 4 is like sensory immersion. So once you've decided on a scenario when you're placing it in your bubble, then you hear the conversations, you smell like if it's me, I'll be on the beach, you taste, you touch, you you immerse yourself in there, so your nervous system feels like it's true, and it's something about that, because whatever's outside of you, whatever you believe in, thinks is true, and it gives you more and more and more and more. You'll see these symbols that you create everywhere. Number 5, quick resets, because like you feel, because when you feel like down, when you feel like yucky, and I didn't want to do this today, but I got so excited because I really want you to know how easy it is to get your stuff. And I felt like you guys and how it would be fun to feel you guys smile, know that you guys are on the way to getting your stuff because your nervous system's already got it. So I jumped up. Poor Scooby's over there waiting for his walk, and I just thought, let's get on here and do my first long form YouTube video so you guys can get this, because it's super fun, it's super easy, and it's just a little entertainment. It's 11 minutes 11 seconds a day. That's it. So number 6 is goals. You squeeze your goals in that bubble. Like my goal is to live in Barbados, and it'll be my 8th time trying, so 8th time lucky. But as you can see, I'm not stressing about it. It'll unfold naturally. And like last week when it was like 32 degrees in Cardiff, UK, I had a piece of Barbados here with me, and it was super awesome, so I'm counting my blessings, and I'm like seeing like all these signs that it's here now, basically, so yeah, it's fun. And having having these bubbles right next to you that you can pick and choose, and I want to feel like that now, I want to feel like that now, it's another super awesome thing to do. Number 7 is fear bubbles. Like, they tell you that you can't get anywhere unless you jump out of your comfort zone and combat your fears, you know. And I did that. I wrote all my fears down, all million of them, and I conquered them. But you don't really conquer them because I'm still like petrified of them, but I still do them, okay? But when when they're in your bubble, you can rehearse it or play with it, and it's like you get the fun scenarios, like, you know, and it's different because you can rehearse all different ways that you were frightened of, and then it doesn't become as frightening when you do that. It doesn't feel as frightening when you do that. You just kind of overcome it. Like flying alone. I was petrified. I flew alone so many times now. I'm still petrified, but I do it. Shared bubbles. It's like my kids have grown up with this, so we share bubbles all the time. We just talk ourselves into these scenarios, and they're there. They're in Barbados. They're there on the boat. They're there on the catamaran. They're there on the beach. They just do it. And it's so awesome because we've done it before. We've done it so many times before, and it's like a fun connection with a partner or a fun connection with a child, or because children are already there. They've already got this imaginary thing going down. It's just another thread, another connection to like get close to them. That was number 8, shared bubbles. Number 9 is symbols. Each of my clients have had like symbols, and one of my clients was turtles, or you know, and then he moved to Hawaii to be with his girlfriend, and there was turtles everywhere, like poking up, smiling at him. And then I found a turtle in Cardiff, or it was a big giant terrapin, to be honest. But like, I was just kidding with him, saying, well, I found a turtle in Cardiff. It's just way more important, but like, it's just funny. You know, it's just that humour and keeping it on. That bubble seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger and better and stronger and awesomer. Like, the more you play with it, and you can have as many as you want. When you feel like you want a certain emotion, it's like you can when you feel like you want a certain emotion, you can create it. You just get your bubble, create that scenario, the conversations, the smells, the tastes, the touches that go along with that, and rehearse it, play it, press play. So you can dive into that bubble. You can tap into it whenever you want. It's always there, like a friend. Number 11, the last one, is to celebrate, however that looks to you. It could be just a cup of tea. It could be going out with friends. It could be writing and journaling with people. The reason I'm doing this is because I was at my rock bottom, you know, like I thought that was it for me, to be honest. And I made a promise to all that is, you know, that if I make it through, and it's like 22 years later, I will share what I know. I will pay it forward. So yeah, this is me paying it forward. So these bubbles, they're just cute and funny, and they see you through the day. So if you want to know more, if you want to know about my app, and that's coming out soon, called Star Dream Quest, follow for more. You got this. We got this.